Hi, it's Simona. Hello, future millionaires. It's been a while. I have been kind of out of things since the first. I am hopeful that I'm going to be out there in the world tomorrow. I feel so much better. I just wanted to tell you um, a little bit about what's going on because uh, it's part medical and it is part spiritual. So I do have something hereditary and genetic that does cause me to have a medical flare up of certain, you know, certain body parts internally that causes a lot of pain. And so that's what landed me in here. Um, so we did get that cleared up, and I did I think I did like maybe one or two pictures or videos while I was in here. And, we've got them monitoring spirit, y'all. They found out about it and they did their thing. They reported back and the spiritual attacks began. So it started with um, high blood pressure, stroke level high, 170 over 21 high, pulse of 122, chest pains. So that's where they started. Okay. I'm already in the hospital, so I'm not grounded. I'm not able to do my thing in the sun, and you know what I mean. Just so I am unbalanced, and that's their favorite state of mind for you to be in. That's the only way that their attacks can work. That's definitely unbalanced, and the other thing is I was 28 when I got my ovaries and my uterus removed. And so it's been a long time. Anyway, in that time, since you might not know this, but your ovaries are your temperature keepers. So that's why whenever it's kind of messing up, like you don't have control over the temperature, you have to like cover up when you're cold, and then it'll just you'll be cold until you warm up, and then that turns into a hot flash. You gotta take everything off. After the hot flash passes, you're back cold again. So it's like that. So anyway, since I've had the ovaries removed, my temperature doesn't get above 97 degrees. And so when I got up to 98, I couldn't say anything really because that's considered normal, you know. Then I got up to 100, and I've always been an advocate for everyone else, and it's been a really tough journey being able to have that same passion for myself, for self. Took a lot of self love, a lot of healing, a lot of releasing shame, blame, a lot of forgiving, mostly forgiving myself. Anyway, so now I am my advocate, and so I hit 100 degrees, and it's considered low grade. I explained to them, though, this is not low grade for me. I don't get fevers, I just haven't, not since that happened, not since that surgery. And so that's when they began treating, the fever with antibiotics. And we couldn't, for probably like 2 days. This is the sixth. I've been in here 6 days now. So probably for about 2 days, they could not figure it out. And then all of this was causing pain, right? Causing the pain that I already had to be worse. So we do the antibiotics. we start getting everything going down as far as as far as the fever, and then after that we began working on the blood pressure. Okay, so it wasn't until last night that when the pain hit so hard, I got the download. This is a spiritual attack, because the doctors were only able to find what I came here for originally. Like, they couldn't figure out why I had this high blood pressure. They kept saying it was because I was in pain, which does make sense. It's just, that was really high, right? And so they were saying, like, they couldn't figure out why all of these other things were happening. So I got to download spiritual attack. So I'm in, like, literal pain, like, hanging on to this. I'm like, like, doing this. And I'm like, you will not win. So I began to return to sender, because it was a lot of them. I had to do a lot, like, I had to say it a bunch of times, so there must have been a lot of them working. And every time you guys tell me what, I felt like something stabbing me harder and harder and harder. And it was really, like, even hard for me to say the words. Like, I was like, return to sender, like that type of thing. And so that was last night. You guys, I woke up this morning, no pain. They did want to go ahead and check my gallbladder, and so, like, I did the test for that. However, I woke up this morning, no pain. And I told the doctor I want to go home. I want to get out, not going anywhere that I've ever considered home before. But getting out of the hospital. And he was like, well, we just want to see how you do with real food, because I still hadn't eaten regular food yet. I was still on liquid diet. They take away all your food first, then it's liquid diet, and then you work your way back up to real food. It's like, let's see how you do on the real food first. I ate the real food, you guys. Fine. I say all of that to say, if you do get, just like, even if it sounds crazy, right? If you get that, if you get it, trust him and act on it. Even in the hospital, I'm surrounded by people who, know what's going on with the body and stuff like that. They literally could not find anything that was causing those other symptoms. You gotta be quicker to that. And plus, I'm meant to be here. I have a purpose here. So you can't take me out, guys. You can't take me out. I've tried it 3 times and God was like, no. You've tried it several times and God was like, no. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good day. Tomorrow's Friday. And I love you. Have a good one.